I was gonna go to bed, but I would rather talk about this for 2 minutes, and I only need 2 minutes to talk about this because I think it's pretty self explanatory. Let me get comfortable. But the way people treat you, especially if they treat you weird or if they. Let me get closer. Or if you guys want me to back away. Um, the way people treat you is not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. And I know you probably heard that a bunch of times and you're like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's really true. Like, people will deflect all their insecurities on you. They'll trap you in the same cage they've trapped themselves in, which I think is remarkably disgusting. I think, why would you want to inflict harm in someone in that way? I think mental torture is the worst type of torture. Like physical pain, it's over and done. There's nothing you can do about it other than let it heal. But like mental torture, it stays with you for a bit. And I think that the way people torment each other, especially like relationships, my friend, God bless him, he's so sweet. He's currently dealing with some problems right now, and I won't name drop, but his situation is very upsetting to me because I don't understand how you would let someone else dictate your life. Why would you allow someone to speak about. Oh, there it is. Why would you let someone torment you in a way that they just keep going off at you for the stuff that you're trying to achieve? Why would you willingly want to accept that? And I've realized now that he doesn't accept it because he's letting them. He's just allowing it because that's what he thinks he deserves. But he doesn't deserve that at all. And I've reminded him multiple times that he doesn't deserve it. But, some people just have to, like, surround themselves with more people to understand that, He is so deserving of so much more. He doesn't deserve to be trapped in a cage, just like the person that is quite rude to him, which is like, you can't do anything about it. I also do. Why am I shaking the camera? You just calling me fat. Anyway, um, yeah, I think you should never let anyone's ideals of reality dictate your own, because you are your own person. And the way that you dictate your reality is that you create what you want to create, and you do what you want to do. You express yourself in the form that you want to express yourself in. And even if people don't agree with it, then that's a them problem, and you shouldn't be considerate of their, you know, it's just like how people thought Poe shouldn't be the Dragon Warrior, but Poe knew deep inside that he could be, even though other people told him he couldn't be the Dragon Warrior, right? But he was so passionate about it because it's what he wanted to do ever since he was little. Why would he stop something? Why would he give up something that he's dreamt all his life? You should never give up something that you are constantly dreaming of, that you are constantly thinking of, because if you're thinking of it, if you can think it, it can happen. And I know that's a long shot, right? But everyone, like, they brought him down because they, like, they couldn't comprehend the fact that a panda could be the Dragon Warrior because he doesn't fit the ideals. Even if you don't fit. Why did it trace? Sorry, my little camera's like tracing around my like knee. I'm pretty sure it just called me fat again. But just because people don't think you can achieve something doesn't mean that you can't. You can prove them wrong, and I can guarantee you that you can. Even if people, like, even if you don't fit a certain, like, demographic, you can still do something. You can still break norms. There is nothing that you cannot do based on who you are. Within reason, that is. I have to be careful with the way that I word stuff. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, people thought he couldn't be the Dragon Warrior because he was tubby. That's so lame. You can be the Dragon Warrior even if you are tubby, and that is so weird to say. But you can be whatever you want to be without, like, the ideals of society digging into you. And I'm very sorry to anyone who has to deal with that or has to deal with that, because it's not something like easy to let go of. Poe, even in like the third, was it the third or fourth? I think it was the fourth movie because I was watching it recently. He couldn't comprehend the idea of him just like being the Dragon Warrior and like mastering kung fu, because that was Oogway's play. Sorry, I'm trying to get close to you guys. That was what Oogway did, right? Like, I don't know. I think it's very amazing to me that Kung Fu Panda really talks about that, and they talk about how you can achieve anything, which you can, even if you don't think you're capable of it. I feel like I'm ranting a lot, but I do like talking to you guys. Funny as it sounds. What do you think? Oh yeah, even when everyone around him told him that he doesn't belong there, I think it was so beautiful that he dove down into his heart and he was like, you know what? No, I do belong here. I'm gonna prove it. And even after